Living in the country, it's usual for us to drive down the highway and see horses and donkeys grazing in the pastures. Most of the time, the horses and the donkeys look normal, healthy, and happy. And that's the way we like it. But sometimes, horses are neglected. Sometimes, people have horses and just abandon them, and the horses can't fend for themselves. When this happens, they become emaciated, and in most part, without any interference, they will die.
Hello, welcome to the Great Outdoors. We're here in Stuart, Florida, actually Palm City, where we happen to locate this Horsehaven Rescue Incorporated. And they also have the Sunny Time Stables. What they do is they go out and they rescue these horses and they keep them here, and if they can sell them out or whatever, that's what they do. Some of them they keep and they teach them to be rideable, and they use that to teach kids how to ride horses. It's really a nice operation, and we're going to go inside and we're going to talk to the owner and get a little bit of insight in just what takes place here in Stuart, Florida at the Horsehaven Rescue. We're here and at the Horse Rescue Center. This is the owner. This is Linda. Linda, what's your full name?
Linda Sisterelli.
Sisterelli. How long have you been in this business?
I've been doing horses my whole life.
Your whole life. Okay. And how about the rescue part?
We have had a Horse Haven Rescue, has been a 501c3 license for the past 3 years.
Last 3 years. That's great.
But I've been doing rescue almost the last 20 years.
I think everyone that's in rescue has been in it just about their whole life.
Yeah.
I think it's something you're born with. But tell me, how does someone go about? How do they contact you to come rescue a horse?
Usually they find me by the internet.
On the internet?
Yeah.
And
then they call me.
Or do you take donkeys and?
No, I just do horses.
Horses?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, and you pick them up and you bring them here, right?
Yeah.
And what happens from there?
Well, then we evaluate what their needs are, and we address their needs in the highest priority. What they need the most gets handled the quickest, and usually things like training and stuff like that take a while, to let them settle in first and get comfortable before we start addressing those kind of needs. Most of the time, a lot of these horses have some serious training issues. Most of them have health issues, they're starving, they've been neglected, they've been abused, and you have to figure out which one needs to be addressed and handled first on a priority basis.
Okay, let's say you bring a horse in and it's nothing but skin and bones. Do you have a vet that takes care of them and so forth?
Yeah, we'll have somebody evaluate them and tell us what priorities we need to address first. And
you have to pay those people?
Of course.
Okay. And how do you get the money to pay those people?
Well, that's a good question, because I run a rescue here. I also run a lesson barn. And the people who pay for lessons here and pay for camp and pay for trail riding, all that money goes into the rescue horses.
Okay. But you do take donations, right?
We do grants and donations. We have some places that are set up online where you can go on my website, Horse Haven Rescue. Hey.
Horse Haven Rescue does have its own website. What is that? www.horsehaven.com or something?
No, actually, it's under sunnytimestables.com, and then there's a web page dedicated to Horse Haven Rescue. But Facebook also has Horse Haven Rescue set up for me.
I think two of the main reasons that animals get neglected and abandoned is, one, people get sick, they get old, they die, and no one's there to care for them. And two, money. It takes money to care for these animals, and some people lose their jobs, they lose a way of supporting the animals, and so they just abandon them. There are a couple ways that you can help. One, if you see these animals out in the pastures or things and they look like they're malnourished or they've been abandoned, call your local authorities. And two, call a horse rescue and help out. Donate money, they take food, they take whatever they can to help these animals to survive and become productive animals. It's part of our job as Christians to care for others. Thank you.
So tell me about, so the money that comes in here is actually through the training that you do as far as horse camps and riding lessons and stuff like that. And that comes about by the horses that you rescue.
In the past.
In the past.
Yeah.
So
that wanted to stay.
Okay. Oh, so how does that come about? If they want to stay or they want to, how do you know that?
You don't. When you come in, you have no idea where they're planning or what they want to do. You have to just take your time and see where they're going with some horses really decide that they really want to be here, and they go out of their way to become a really good, lesson horse, and they bond with a lot of different people here, and they're easy to get along with many different people, from little kids all the way up to older adults. And then you got other horses that they just want that one person. They're looking for that one owner.
Yeah. So I know I've got a granddaughter with cerebral palsy, and part of her reconstruction or therapy was horseback riding.
Oh yeah.
And it really brought her out of a real bad depression, and it's just an awesome thing. And when I was here this morning, I saw some of your girls and some of the guys doing their riding lessons, and it's such a growth experience for kids, I think, anyway.
It's an incredible way for them to learn to have confidence. It's a great confidence builder. It teaches them a lot about how to use their bodies, how to take control over an animal that's 1,000 pounds and tell it what to do. And they realize that they can actually take control of a situation, and it helps them a lot. Their whole lives they've been pushed around by so many different people. They're constantly in situations where somebody's telling them what to do, and they're not able to think for themselves and try to get their situation solved. Here, they got to work on it independently with that horse in a relationship and get that horse to do something for them. So it helps them a lot to build their confidence that way.
How many horses do you have here?
There's 14 here right now.
14 here. How many were brought in through rescue?
11.
11 of the 14. And they're happy, they're well cared for. Obviously, you know, once you look at the video, you'll see just how the bags of food and they're well cared for, they're in great shape, and the kids love them. I mean, I watched, how old were the kids here this morning? I mean,
anywhere between 7 and 15.
Right, and they were riding, and the horses, it was just an awesome experience for me to come in here and unknown and watch these kids enjoying the horses and the horses enjoying them. And they got a great instructor here, and the parents were here, and it was just an awesome experience. If you have a horse that needs to be rescued, or you know of a horse that's in trouble, please locate a horse rescue and contact them and see if we can get that horse some help.
Yeah.
Linda,
My number is 772-621-0067.
and how far away do you go to rescue horses?
Only within the state of Florida.
Only within the state of Florida.
Within a few hours. There's usually many rescues. Even here, there's 3 or 4 rescues in this area.
Yeah.
Most areas have at least a few rescues around that'll help out and take care of them.
Okay, so please, folks, if you find a horse that's in need, just like a child. I mean, an animal can be abused just as bad as a husband or a child. And if you see that, report it. You know, call for rescue and get that horse some help. They deserve it. Well, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for this time that we've spent.
Yeah, no problem.
And I want to thank you for what you do for the horses and for the kids in this area. And I pray for unlimited success.
Amen.
Amen. This is a God thing. As far as
yeah, always.
Great Outdoors Productions, if you look at it, it's God's Great Outdoors Productions. And I shouldn't be, but I'm sometimes a little too careful that maybe I don't know who I'm talking to, and they may not be in God's realm, and they may just say, hey, I want you to get out of here. But you know, for me, these are God's animals. These are good Christian people that are here to care for God's animals, and I just thank you. Thank you for that, and bless you, and have a blessed day. And
God's made it very clear that this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
exactly. He talks to all of us and what we're supposed to be doing.
He gave me this career.
This is what I'm supposed to do.
I try to honor him by doing my best.
That's exactly what I do too. I was in law enforcement in Long Beach County for 21 years. And I finally got out. My granddaughter she was denied oxygen for 17 minutes.
Wow.
I made a commitment with God that if he would give her back in any way, she would.